job. Great job.
Okay. We are going.
Okay. We'll go ahead and call the Rensselaer Board of Zoning Appeals public meeting to order. Jake, would you go ahead and do a roll call, please?
Yes. Chair Stan Haynes.
Here.
Vice Chair Sean Cobby.
Here.
Mike Lyons.
Here.
Craig Hewitt.
Here.
Chad Dewine.
Here.
Mayor Phillips.
Here.
Maria Argueta.
Here.
Building Commissioner Jacob Hall. Here. City Attorney Todd Sammons.
Here.
Under old business, anything under old business we need to discuss? Okay. Minutes, sorry. Minutes of our last meeting. Has everybody had a chance to read over those? Any questions, comments in regards to those minutes? If not, I'd entertain a motion for approval.
I'll make that motion.
We have a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
We have a second. All in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Under new business, we have an applicant for the BZA of 04-2025, a variance of use on 500 East Walnut Street by Mr. Jim Shanley. Jim, do you want to go ahead and present this, please?
Yeah, what the heck to say, I guess, but we had buildings down there that I purchased, and the front building was already used in a apartment capacity for the ambulance service. They had their business located there for, I don't know how many years, but several.
Was there an upstairs in that originally? When Carter had that, I don't remember there being an upstairs. Did the ambulance service put an upstairs in that? Do you know?
No, there isn't no upstairs.
Oh,
on
there
that-
is?
in the
There's
front
not a
building.
second floor then. I've read something about second floor.
In the back building, yes.
Oh, okay.
It was man-made,
Oh, okay.
so,
Okay.
yeah. The back building, at first, the back building was just one big 30 by 40, or 30 by 96 open building. The front building's 48 by 96. The front building, the apartment office that was in there, we upgraded the whole thing, put new lighting in there, upgraded the heating, and now it's getting it had a shower in the bathroom there. My dad's living in there. We just upgraded the shower to make it more comforting to him. Now it's got a seat in the shower.
Is that what these pictures are?
No, none of the fronts. The front was existing.
Okay.
Yes.
So these are just the two that's in the back building. And they basically mirror each other. There's one on the picture of the drawing or whatever. There's one that's on the first floor, and then the second floor is basically almost mirrored identical above it. So yeah, we just made two nice living spots in the back building, and you know, they're done, they're beautiful, and they have occupants in them, and I don't know. I was told to come to a meeting, so here we are. I mean, the reason I came to City Hall to get a building permit, and Josh told me that as long as I wasn't changing anything on the outside of the building, that I didn't need one. So needless to say, we didn't do anything on the outside.
Sorry, did you say that the units are currently occupied right now?
Yes,
Both of these that you've done?
the two new apartments.
ones.
Yeah, the front one was occupied for several months, but the back two have been occupied, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's news to me.
That's the goal, right, to get them on?
Yes, sir. And they pay.
Now, is this building, is there, how many uses are there for this building? I mean, is this where you have your headquarters also?
I run the landscaping, the snow removal out of the back building, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, I'm confused
And the
with the
front.
back building. Is that what you built on?
I didn't do anything. Ray Carter did everything, Stan, years ago.
Okay, gosh,
Yeah.
are there two separate buildings?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, there's two separate buildings, and the word.
30?
The,
Go ahead.
I was going to say, the conversion that Jim's done is in the rear building. It's, what is it, what are the dimensions here?
The back building's 30 by 96, the front building's 48 by 96.
That's the-
I just didn't remember that back building when Ray built it.
I think they stored all their bulk barrels and all their bulk
Okay,
stuff in the back building.
Okay, all
And
right,
there's dates down there, Stan.
yeah.
I don't know, maybe in the 1976 is what sticks to head. So I think was the,
Yeah,
The back
and then he built the other, right when he moved from, Front Street.
but yeah, the front building, the only thing we did there was upgrade everything. The back, I don't know, we put, the kid that's in the Tonner building, he put all the cabinets in there. And then the Rios kids put all the granite countertops in. And then Fozzie's put all the appliances in. And, yeah, it looked good. It turned out great.
Yeah, it looks nice.
So,
Now, so including your father's living quarters, are there three then, is that correct?
yeah, Dad's in the existing one, and then there's two in the back.
Okay.
And no, I'm done with everything on that property anyway, as far as doing anything else.
Yes.
Did we receive the green notices that have been sent out to property owners?
Yes, yeah, these notices were also sent out.
Okay.
I do want to say, Jim, that I did not know that there were already people living in there at this point.
Yeah.
And that there should have been a certificate of occupancy issued for that. And there has not been, since there's been no final inspection.
Oh, I thought that's when you came down and said everything.
No, I just wanted to see to get some idea of what it is that you were building. I also want to say that I do have one concern that there doesn't seem to be, at least on your plan here, it doesn't seem to be an egress, emergency egress in the first floor bath or bedroom. So that will certainly be something that needs to be changed.
Okay, there's a window right there.
It's not shown on the drawing here.
Okay.
So
On which
it's something that I'll have to confirm when I do an inspection there.
Okay.
On which one, Jay?
The first floor bedroom on the drawing here doesn't show an emergency egress. And that would have to open directly to an exterior space, which opens to a public way. So probably the best way to do that would be on the north side of the room.
Okay.
You say there is a window there, Jim?
There's not really a door to the bedroom. There's a window right next to it's got a barn door, a slider right there. But yeah, the window's right there.
I can see
But
there's
yeah, technically, I mean, it's 3 foot away.
Is the property lit?
It will be when I get the last light put up on the exterior.
Where is the parking, is all the parking out front?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the back, like right now, Stan, I'm kind of embarrassed, it looks ugly right now. There's a lot of stuff outside, but the back building, we just put in a new 16-foot door to get the big squeegees and stuff on the snow equipment in that door. So we put a 16 by 13 overhead door in, and so that the big stuff can come in the back building. So the front where they used to park all the ambulances and stuff, that's where all the smaller stuff goes. in the front building. It hasn't changed anything than what it was before.
Jacob, in this case, so if Jim came to you today wanting to do what he had already done, based on the previous, somebody else.
I would have him fill out an application to come before the BZA, which is,
For a building permit.
yes, but I wouldn't be able to issue the permit until the
Okay,
variance was granted, which in this case is what,
so this is a
Plan is-
true variance of use.
yes.
It was, I mean, there weren't people living there, but there were people staying or sleeping or whatever, and that they didn't require the previous owner to
So,
talk to us about that.
so there were, from my understanding is that there was living quarters for the EMTs, which is where, in the front building, your dad's living, which is an existing residential use in there, it's not conforming. These are new construction. And-
Inside an existing building.
Yes, yes, and I don't know exactly what Josh did or didn't tell you, but you do need to file a permit for this work. Because it does need to be inspected if if they're new apartments and people are going to be living in there, it seems like they already have moved in. So yeah, if this is somewhat retroactive, it's being done out of order.
Yeah, it puts us in a bad spot, in my opinion, or it puts me in a bad spot, I feel like. But anyhow, it is what it is. I mean, you went on, now as far as this egress, is that something that you do in all your ground level bedrooms as far as having?
Yeah, it has to have the minimum window. I mean, there is upstairs and downstairs. The kitchen windows meets
So-
the requirement.
Okay.
The other two windows meet the
Right.
requirements.
I get it. So why is he concerned about the way it is now?
Because technically the bedroom it's more of an open big floor plan. The whole area
Yeah.
is open. Upstairs has a bedroom door on it and it has a window in
I can
it.
see that there's a window on the plan for the upstairs, but I don't see one in the bedroom on the first floor.
It's not technically in the bedroom. It's right next to the bedroom.
Okay.
That's what I say. It's within a few feet.
So would you call it a studio where it's just wide open?
That's a good, yes, studio. But yeah, it's just basically one big open, but it's got a barn door to close that off if need be.
How many people are living there?
3,
Okay.
my dad,
And then
Shelby, who's worked for Rick's Pizza forever. And then there's a girl that works at First Merchants Bank.
Okay.
I can't think of her last name.
Yeah, it's not.
Her dad's worked at White Castle for 15 years. I've known her dad forever. And I mean, the other thing too, with me, didn't think there was anything wrong. I mean, Gifford's building down right next to it to the east. I mean, they've used that as a apartment house, I don't know, for the last 6-8 years.
Is that an industrial zone?
It's in the same block, Stan, I would think it would be.
Okay.
And then the other one was, the body shop there, Don Clark Body Shop. There's living quarters inside that where Roger Matthew lived for years. So,
Well, we understand that.
no, I'm just justifying why I thought it, Craig, that's all.
Well, you've done a lot of homes and stuff in this community, and you've done homes, I'm sure, that you didn't have to touch the outside, correct? And
True.
you come to the city and ask about a building permit, and their response to that would be,
Well, on Main Street, it was a little different, yeah. But yeah, I got the one for the big monster red building, naturally, but
I mean, we like what you're doing, that's all.
yeah, it's been fun. Fun when you get them done, anyway. I told you, the only snag that I ever had was when the banker said, how you gonna fund this,
We didn't have the right banker.
You tell Shrum that.
So Jacob, obviously on situations or every situation, we're looking for information from you, recommendations, discussion, other board members, what's your view on it here?
So we're really voting on whether or not we can take this building and put residents in it, change
Yeah, basically,
the use.
Change the use.
yeah.
So you just want to answer those 5 questions, I assume,
Yeah.
if I'm,
I mean, if you're asking for my input about
Yes,
this,
I am.
I don't strictly have a problem with this being converted into apartments, provided that it's fully compliant with the Indiana residential code and, you know, especially the fire component of it.
Why don't we do this? Why don't we can make an approval based upon your findings. Yes. Please identify yourself.
What is it zoned at now?
It's
Zone I-1.
And then my problem is with this whole thing is that people come in and do stuff and then they ask forgiveness later on. For instance, the state building ground, it came and it was supposed to be commercial, that's how it was zoned. And then Cooper came in there and then said, okay, we'll put these buildings in there, but then we have to come back to the board for all the changes if anybody's gonna use it. Then all of a sudden, there's another meeting, they changed it to, and I wasn't able to attend that meeting, but it seems like there's a lot of times in the city of Rensselaer, things are done and then they ask forgiveness and then change the law. I think we need to change that. Do it by the book to start with, because everybody else has to. Like I had to put a fence up, came and had the building, I think it was Bobby Joe, I think at the time, and to put a fence up, and I said, well, if I don't? And she said, well, have you take it down? So I got it zoned, or asked for the fence. So people like me are following the rules, and then you have other people that are not, and then all of a sudden I don't see why we're doing all this. I think it should be taken back down to the way it should be, and then go from there.
some of the problem, Brian, was from the past commissioner that wasn't necessarily understanding what was wanting to be done with that. So there was some miscommunication on the city's end of it. So to make sure that we're trying to follow some of the rules, we wanted Jim to come back and then ask for a variance for something like this. So I think some of the miscommunication early on happened with our building department, and so now let's try to make sure we get it right. That's what we're trying to do.
Well, that's the way it always sounds like. Well, we'll try to get it right.
Could you identify yourself, by the way?
Brian Ritter, and I have a house on Oak Street. That's why I got the letter to come here.
Thanks.
Brian, on the Cooper deal, I remember Alan coming before us, but I don't remember that we had any difficulties with that.
Well,
I thought he came in here,
He had his own to put the buildings up, and you guys approved it, but it was still residential. And then later on, he came back through and said he wanted to change it. I was not able to come to that meeting, so I didn't know whatever happened to that.
I believe it was always industrial, not residential.
Yeah, it changed, yeah. The zoning changed. It was residential whenever it was the city, or the state.
No, I don't think that's correct.
Look it up.
Well, it was acting like it was industrial.
It was in, yeah.
You're talking about where the old state highway garage
It's
was?
the highway garage.
That was industrial.
Was it industrial or residential?
It doesn't say on here, I'm not sure, but I can't imagine that if it was zoned residential at that time, the use certainly didn't comply.
I know it didn't apply, but that's what it was zoned.
Well, I don't have any historical knowledge of that.
I don't know.
I'd assume it was industrial or
Plan
Commercial.
Commission rezoned that? Is that what you're saying?
The meeting that was a couple of years ago when Cooper put the building up, we came here and they rezoned it.
I thought that whole section going east was all industrial, and the problem was actually that there were a few residents in there, so it's kind of the opposite problem. Sorry.
It does. There's a little odd zoning right in that area where some of the houses are. I know Josh was trying to fix it, but I don't know.
That's the only person, we're having that problem with peace zoning.
Right, that's why we're a little reluctant on the, yeah. So it looks like some time down the road, somebody took a house and it's still zoned industrial in some of the house. And I think Josh was trying to fix some of that.
Well, Norm Johnson, where he lived, was
Right.
zoned industrial, and he changed it to residential, and across the street was residential.
Yeah.
Years ago, if I remember right, talking 20, maybe plus years ago, you could put a less impactful use inside of a, like, for instance, I think you were at one time allowed to put a residence in an industrial zone. And then when the zoning code changed, those would have been, I guess, considered non-conforming uses. I believe, and maybe Jim remembers more about this, and I think that there was a difference years ago. I think you could put other stuff in those zones, because I really couldn't make sense of it myself, but I think that's before I was even an attorney. That's when some of that may have happened, is what I'm suggesting.
Any other comments, questions? Board members, speak your piece here.
Well, I think we try to follow all the rules and procedures, and sometimes things don't always line up the way you want them to. We've got people in place to hopefully be sure these things go the right way in terms of, well, now we've got to look at something else that's really went out of order. But it happens, we can't control everything, but I think good people
This was
in
something
place.
that was ongoing when I got here, so.
Understood.
Yeah, Jacob came in far after the fact.
Yeah.
So we have this.
And I think there's nothing that, I don't think there's gonna be anything, a problem with the studio apartment or the one up top. He's welcome to come down there and do his inspection on it. You got your smoke detectors, they're hardwire battery backup, just like we've done on every other project. It's, I don't think there's a problem with anything, but as far as Jacob coming down there and doing his final blessing on it, I think that'd be great.
Well, the other thing, if I can have the floor again, is like the sewer system down that area. I know that you guys are working on it, but you throw three more houses in there, and then you have that issue too. So I want to make sure you address that.
Should be having that fixed here shortly, hopefully, put it that way. A lot of that cave in down in the Melville Street area got lined, so.
But there, if you go down when there's heavy rain, like 2 weeks ago, there where Cooper's building is, the whole intersection was flooded,
So-
and it wasn't that much rain.
Right, so what it is, I think we need drainage separating that sewer. So I know exactly what you're talking about, especially that area.
And Jacobs knew, or who was it before? Josh, he was there because I called him on that.
And we talked about it a couple of times about trying to get it fixed. And we'll work with Bryce to try to keep looking on what we can do there. Good question.
And it was actually soapy water that morning.
No, I trust you. I believe you.
So anyway, that's the kind of, the issues I see from the city. If I went to build a house and I put it up there, and then all of a sudden I get it all put up, and then all of a sudden I need a building permit, what are you gonna say? Go ahead, oh, you're fine. No, not to me.
I understand what you're saying, Brian, but under that circumstance, there was already an apartment in this building. So
It really wasn't technically an apartment, it was a place for,
I know, but the way the building inspector was looking at it, or the building commission was looking at it, there was some question on how we're gonna do that. So this is what we're trying to do to correct that issue.
Todd, I had a question for you, actually, regarding my ability to conduct inspections and things of that nature when there's already occupants in the building. Do you know if that complicates that as far as my capability of doing that?
looking north on it.
Or does that just require coordination from the occupants as well?
I know that intersection.
Yeah, you'd have to get consent from the owner and probably coordinate with that with the applicants, and in a case like this.
What I mean is tenants.
Right, yeah. In a case like this, I mean, that can be put on as a condition if there's the motion to approve it or something like that. I'm guessing Mr. Shanley would work with you on any inspections. I don't think you can just show up unannounced.
Right.
But maybe that's not the question.
Well, that's what I mean. I just worry about that being a potential wrinkle since now that's another party to this.
Jacob, it won't be a
situation.
wrinkle. We'll be fine. I'll go with you.
You need to set it up, Jim.
Yes. We'll be fine.
And there's the firewalls all correct on that too?
Yes.
Well, I appreciate you saying that, and I believe you. Are the firewalls all set up?
I don't know. I haven't conducted that.
That's what I have, and I appreciate that, and I believe you.
Again, we use local contractor, Gilmore Spray
But
Foam.
I have my book here, this is my go-to to determine if that's correct.
So are we gonna
Trust but
have,
verify.
are we gonna have conditions on this?
It's up to us.
But no, I can't verify that right now.
But is that important?
Inspection.
That's the
Yeah,
most
that's
important.
pretty
yes.
important.
We can grant it for everything.
And I'm sure you can verify that,
You're right.
can't you?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's
You got
there or it's not.
I mean, for the
That's
guys that installed it? and-
I had to have them for the banker.
Surely not.
It's not like it's Schrodinger's firewall, like,
Yeah.
I guess it actually is, because when I observe it, then I can see whether it's there or not, so.
So I'd like to make a motion that we vote on, a variance of use here, subject to Josh's, inspection. Jake, sorry. Both start with a J.
I'll second that motion.
We have a motion, we have a second. All in favor of that?
Can I,
signify by saying aye.
Can we have more discussion about the motion?
Sure.
And I want that, but what if there's things that need to be done? How do we assure follow-up and completion of these things? Just leave it up to
Well, that's
Josh
gotta
and
be-
Jacob? I'm sorry.
That's gotta be approved. Whatever Josh says, this needs to be done, this needs to be done, then that has to be done.
Well, that wasn't in his.
Then Jim will have to do it.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's cool, that's what I
we're
wanna
not-
know, and I know you're wanting to update whatever needs to be done, you're cool. But we gotta make sure that if we make a motion subject to, how do we follow up on the subject to?
We don't.
Other issues. Okay,
Jacob's the one that
very good.
makes that decision. Is that right with you, Jacob?
What's gonna flow from this, your certificate of occupancy, I know it's out of order.
Right.
But that's what it would be, it would be
Yes.
contingent on passing inspection.
That's what it would be, if it will have to pass inspection before I can issue a certificate of occupancy.
If there is a problem, then you need to come back to the board.
Yes. Yes, certainly.
Todd, do you have anything else you want to add to that?
No, sir.
You got anything else you want to say?
No, like me and Jacob can get it handled.
Okay.
That's great.
On the variance from the use district or classification, there are 1, 2, 3, there's 5 paragraphs that have to be read and voted upon individually. If any one of the 5 paragraphs is voted no, then the application is denied. Once all 5 have been voted upon and approved, then I will ask for a motion to grant the variance for the use district. So at this time, paragraph A, would you read paragraph A, Jake?
Yes, under, I think this is subsection 6, variances of use, district or classification. A, the approval will not be injurious to the public health, safety, morals, and general welfare of the community.
Paragraph A has been read. Comments or questions in regards to paragraph A? If not, I'd entertain a motion for approval of paragraph A.
I'll make that motion.
We have a motion, do I have a second?
I'll second.
Well, we have a second, all in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Paragraph B.
The use and value of the area adjacent to the property included in the variance will not be affected in a substantially adverse manner.
Paragraph B has been read. Comments or questions in regards to paragraph B? If not, I'd entertain a motion for approval of paragraph B.
I'll make that motion.
We have a motion, do I have a second?
I'll second.
We have a second, all in favor, signify by saying aye. Opposed? Paragraph C.
The need for the variance arises from some condition peculiar to the property involved.
Paragraph C has been read. Comments or questions in regards to paragraph C? If not, I'd entertain a motion for approval of paragraph C.
I'll make that motion.
We have a motion, do I have a second?
Second.
We have a second, all in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Paragraph D.
The strict application of the terms of this ordinance will constitute an unnecessary hardship if applied to the property for which the variance is sought.
Paragraph D has been read. Comments or questions in regards to paragraph D? If not, I entertain a motion for approval of paragraph D.
I'll make that motion.
We have a motion, do I have a second?
Second.
We have a second, all in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Final paragraph E.
The approval does not interfere substantially with the comprehensive plan.
Comments or questions in regards to paragraph E? I'd entertain a motion for approval of paragraph E.
I will make that motion.
We have a motion, do I have a second?
I'll second.
We have a second, all in favor of paragraph E, signify by saying aye. Any opposed? All 5 have been read and passed, so at this time I'd entertain a motion for approval of the variance from the use district for classification,
Subject to.
subject to the conditions we've already discussed.
I'll make that motion as stated.
Alright.
We have a motion, do I have a second?
Second.
We have a second. Would you do a roll call vote, Jake?
Yes. Chair Stan Haynes.
Yes.
Vice Chair Sean Cobby.
Yes.
Mike Lyons.
Yes.
Craig Hewitt.
Yes.
Chad Gutwein.
Yes.
Approved. Pending those conditions.
Second.
Oh, anything else to be discussed at all, Jake?
Only
Next
public
meeting?
comments in the next meeting.
Yep. Public comments from anyone? Next meeting is Thursday, January 5th. Do we have something on the 15th scheduled?
Not at this time, no.
Okay.
So have you got stuff set up now to do it virtual?
I've asked Eric that question actually, and he has told me basically no. But
We can get it set up.
But we can get it set up.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, maybe
We'll
maybe I was misinformed.
we'll get it to the point where you can Zoom or.
We did before.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. The next 3 months I won't be here.
Right, so we'll get it set up.
I mean, we can continue, as far as I'm concerned, we can do it again the way that we did it last month.
If we have
If we
to, I
have
think that before it came up.
Obviously, that wasn't ideal.
If it's something that's kind of controversial, it's, if we're up there, it's a little better, but I'll do it any way you want to.
Yeah, I'll work with Eric to get that set up.
Yes, sir.
Entertain a motion for adjournment.
Make a motion to adjourn.
We have a motion to
Second.
adjourn. Second, all in favor, signify by saying aye. Thank you. Everybody have a Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
New Year.
Good. You all. All right.
Thank you. Made that
Yeah.
Yes.
I work for a meeting.
You're the one that.
I am the one, yes.
Okay.
And then when he said